What up, guys? Welcome to the One Life podcast. My name is Sim. You know what time it is. One life, no limits. I've been dropping this content. It's been super interesting, and a lot of people have been responding to it. We're getting more and more listeners to every podcast, every week, every time I drop it, and it's pretty humbling. And I'm in the office here Friday night, and just it's 9 p.m. And I'm just super excited to share with you guys some things, some messages that I've been getting. Got my little notepad here in front of me, just, some points that I want to touch on. And a little bit about what I want to talk about is talking about adversity, talking about using setbacks as fuel instead of, using them as playing the victim mentality, instead of using them as making it where it's holding you back. Using it as a place where you can use that as adding more fuel to the gas, adding more fuel to your fire, adding more gas to your car. And I could have quit a lot of times. There's plenty of times where I could have fucking quit. I could have stopped. I could have been like, you know what? What's meant to happen for me is not going to happen. What career path I'm supposed to go down is not supposed to happen. Success I'm supposed to achieve is not supposed to happen. Six-figure salary is not supposed to happen. I'm supposed to just be mediocre. And, after my parents got a divorce, after I went through a bad relationship with somebody, after I realized what the anchors in my life truly were and cut them loose by not paying them no mind. Sometimes you have to move on, and sometimes you have to cut people off cold. I got a lot of messages about one of my posts that I had where people were saying like, well, you shouldn't cut people off cold. You should give them another chance. Well, you shouldn't cut people off cold because that's a fucked up thing to do. Well, you shouldn't cut people off cold because would you want somebody to do that to you? Well, guess what? If somebody's fucking treating you like shit, if somebody's not treating you right, well, you got to cut them off cold because guess what? They're draining your energy. They're draining your passion. They're draining all the things that you could use your energy towards. And they're not letting you have that light of day. They're not letting you have that breakthrough because they're draining everything out of you and then sucking it and you have nothing left. So a lot of people don't understand that aspect of people that want to better themselves, that want to improve themselves, that want to get forward in life. It's hard, I've had a lot of people tell me I shouldn't do that. I've had a lot of fucking people tell me materialistic things aren't something that you should strive for. Well, guess what? There's times when I was depressed and didn't want to fucking get out of bed or wanted to fucking actually commit suicide or had thoughts of it at one point. Well, that fucking Lamborghini poster on the side of my room by my bed got me through those hard times. That Lamborghini fucking poster put me here today. So don't fucking shit on somebody else's dreams because they have aspirations to get certain things in life because everyone is different. Everyone wants different things. Some people want to travel. Some people want to explore the US. Some people want to explore the world. Some people love cars. Some people love watches. Some people love clothes. But who are you to tell somebody else what they should like and not like? I love fucking cars. That's literally my thing. Cars is probably my number one thing in terms of loving something as a hobby and something that makes me excited and something that gives me a great experience in life. And cars has gotten me through a lot of hard times. When there's times when I felt, like I was saying, depressed, wanting to fucking shoot myself in the fucking head at times, having suicidal thoughts at times, which I'm going to say because a lot of fucking people think this place is a place of like, oh, it's all about positivity and shit. Look, there's days every day when I want to quit. I've had those thoughts. Well, guess what? That Lamborghini poster on the wall kept me here. That fucking Ferrari poster on the wall kept me here. That kid or that guy that I used to see driving down the street or some of my successful friends in some dope-ass cars kept me here because I realized it was possible. I realized seeing that dude at the gas station and talking to him and realizing what he did for a living and shaking his hand and him showing me his fucking Lamborghini, I realized that shit's possible, right? So you can't shit on somebody else's aspirations and dreams just because they're different from yours. It's just two different perspectives. You have to look at those two different perspectives and say, hey, that person wants what they want because that's who they are and that's what they believe in. And you shouldn't shit on somebody else's dreams. And that goes into my fucking next point about being around people that are successful, or being around people that are positive, being around people that are going to challenge you, and especially being around friends and people that are going to help you. You want to be around friends that are going to help you when your times are tough. You want to be around friends that are going to help you when your business is going down. You want to be around friends that are going to give you a couch to sleep on when shit hits the fucking roof. Those are the type of people that you want to surround yourself with. And those are the type of people that are ultimately going to be working for you, working with you. You're going to be doing business with them. And those are the type of people at the end of the day that you can trust. It all comes down to a matter of perspective in terms of who do you trust, who do you want around you, who do you want to be with, and then who do you want to be? If you don't know what you want to be, I get that. But finding yourself is not a thing. Discovering who you want to be is not really a fucking thing. It's who do you want to be as a person? And what does that person look like? Then mapping all your actions to that, and mapping all your actions and activities and goals and outlines to who you want to be as a person. What's that person look like? There's no such thing as discovering yourself. You're going to be spending your whole life traveling and doing shit to discover yourself. Figure it out who you want to be. Who's the type of people that's going to come up to your funeral, or who are the type of people that are going to come up to your funeral and talk about Sim was this type of guy, or you were this type of person, or you helped this many people, you helped provide this many jobs, you gave back this much. That's the type of conversation that I want to fucking have. That's the type of conversation that needs to be had at your fucking funeral. This is a little rant here, guys. It's been a crazy week. It's been a great fucking week for me personally. But, you know, the messages that I get, I'm trying to help people. People are listening to the podcast. People are listening to what's going on. People are listening to all these crazy things that are happening in this world, and fucking listening to these bullshit success gurus, bullshit people that haven't done anything, that are trying to sell you a fucking program, standing by their rented-ass Lamborghini or Ferrari. Well, guess what? I came from fucking sleeping on a buddy's couch, making $0 fucking dollars, had $2,000 in my pocket, sold everything that I had to fucking get to this point today, sitting in fucking New York City, making well over 6 figures, which is not fucking bragging, it's just telling you the truth. Who are you taking your advice from? That's what I want to know. Who are you listening to? That's what I want to know. What's the content you're consuming? That's what I want to know. You know, I'm tired of fucking listening to these guys online that haven't done anything, that haven't built anything. You know, most people are going to be like me. Most people are going to be like me in terms of I've worked myself through the corporate environment while being an entrepreneur, while going through success hustles on the side to make ends meet. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to drop this podcast. I don't have to drop this content. I don't have to do any of this shit, but I do it because I feel like the messages that I get once a week telling me that this shit's helping them move forward, and this shit's helping them with their relationships and their career, that's the obligation that I've met. That's the obligation that I feel like I have because I didn't have anybody to look up to. I didn't have people to look forward to that would teach me the way, or at least give me some advice where I could get my mindset right. There's a couple guys I listen to. There's a couple guys that you should listen to too, like Andy Frisella, a guy that's fucking created a business that absolutely makes fucking sense and started from nothing. Not like some of these guys where I'm not going to mention their names, but you know who they are. They're on fucking YouTube. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're trying to sell you some bullshit programs. Look, you're not a fucking cryptocurrency investor if you put $5 into some bullshit. And that cryptocurrency shit, don't even get me fucking started with that. But anyways, dealing with adversity, making sure you got the right people around you, that's kind of the sum of this fucking podcast. You know, I'm going on a rant here because it's true. It's true because you need to accept responsibility for who you are as a person, and you need to accept responsibility for the decisions that you've made and the decisions that you're going to make, because those are going to shape your future, and those are going to shape where your life is going to be in the next 5, 10, and 15 years. So make sure that you don't make a temporary decision based off how you feel if it doesn't map to your fucking future and doesn't map to where your goal is. So pin a goal on a fucking map, target it, and map all your actions towards it, just like the person you want to be, and you will get there. I'm 6 years in. 6 years in. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh my goodness, look how far I've come. You know, I still have goals and aspirations today. You know, I have a lot of goals and stuff that are coming up. A lot of things that I'm cutting close. A lot of things that are challenging me. But these are all things that I wrote down and I made a plan and mapped it. Getting out of debt was a plan and mapping it. Paying off fucking investors when my startup failed was a plan and mapping it. Paying off some of the developers that I couldn't pay in time was a plan and mapping it. I've had 3 startups that have failed, but I still keep trying and I still keep doing. And that's why I'm here where I am today. You know, I'm not a fucking millionaire by any means, but I'm definitely not a person that hasn't done anything. And I'm definitely not a person where people ask me for advice all the time. People ask me for guidance. People ask me how I got here to where I am today. And I said, look, there's crazy sequences of events that have happened. And I'm grateful for those events, but at the same time, I put myself in the position to succeed by putting myself out there, by not caring about what other people think, by making sure that I live my life to the full potential and not caring about what other people think is the biggest. You know, it's easy to get distracted and it's easy to say, hey, mom, dad, I'm going to do what you say, and then go down the path of, you know, your will to win gets bought out. Your will to win gets bought out by college. Your will to win gets bought out by what your parents thought. I was always a lone wolf. I was always the kid that got in trouble in high school. I was always the kid that got trouble in fucking middle school. But that got me to where I am today, honestly. Because I realized I was different than everybody else. And you can be too. You just have to have the hope that the greatness is already inside of you. You just haven't tapped into it yet. And I want to end it here on that podcast. I got a lot of things I want to talk about on the next one. I truly hope this content inspires you. I truly hope this content brings some value to you. Because that's all I'm trying to do. I could stop all this right now and just continue on with my life and continue building. But, you know, the feedback that I've been getting and all that sort of shit, it's been pretty awesome. So keep it coming. I hope this provides value. One Life Podcast. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Simba, SIM_BAAH. And Sim Dillon. Last name's DHILLON. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Ask me any questions. Ask me anything you want me to talk about. And if you got some guests or you might want to be a guest, let me know. We can make it happen. Thanks for listening, guys. I truly appreciate it. One life, no limit. Go chase it and make sure that you work hard every day and cut 1 loser friend out, 2 loser friends out, 3. Cut them all out. If you got to be alone for a little while until you find a new group, that's fine. Trust me, it's going to pay off. One life. Have a killer weekend, everybody.